Hello everybody, Stephen Shirley here with the video discussion. Question number one, what are the top three concepts you find most relevant to your reading regarding the value of and in organizations? Why did you select those concepts? Number one was the discussion on values. I find that particularly interesting as my brother is a small business owner where I work for the veterinary clinic. And every Friday morning or Friday afternoon for our staff meeting, the office manager begins the meeting by asking one of the employees to name the mission statement, which is responding to the needs of family pets in a positive environment. And question two is name the three core values of the business. And those are blessing, to be a blessing to clients, education, provide education material to our community, and growth. As a business, small business, obviously we want to make money and to grow, and that acronym is BAG, or relevant for a veterinary office. So I found that to be interesting, that discussion, that reading, as my brother, when he has put together his practice, has hired people who buy into his mission statement and his values, not training people to be that. And he's done a very good job of putting together a staff that is all aimed in the same direction. Has several people who think like owners, and that is because when they come in, they already share those values and they already have a mind toward that mission. The second one was the moving beyond fear of social media. One of the things that we're doing in our practice is every individual, all 10 employees, even the veterinarians, have to put together a social media post for the month of June or July. The deadline is July 31st. Every staff member has to post something to social media. And so we had a list and they picked topics, and I will be the one to help in a lot of ways because some of the folks don't know how to put together an infographic or how to shoot a video or edit it. But the goal being that everybody buys into the value of social media. Now, our practice only uses Facebook and Instagram. We store information on YouTube, but our primary means of communication are Facebook and Instagram, as we have evaluated the engagement and that just letting our employees know that there's value there in engaging and creating something that's a little bit outside, bigger thinking. You know, if it's just Michael or myself posting, it's the same thought processes. But if somebody else who has a different experience, different mindset, different skills and talents of interest, they might come up with something different and something that appeals to someone who's not whatever weird brain my brother and I are. I don't know. It's back brain. It's not left brain, right brain. It's back brain. Final one that was of interest was the micromanagement. It's one of the things I appreciate by my brother offering me the position is it's very flexible. He basically says, hey, I need these three things done and I don't trust anybody else to do them. Can you take care of them? Sure, I'll do them. And that is my job is take care of those in between school, and I value that. I appreciate that, and just hey, here's what I need done. I don't care how you do it. Just take care of it. I like that aspect. Question number two, what value does social media have as it relates to communication in organizations? Social media infuses all communication these days. I don't know what the penetration rate is. 90% of adults, I don't have the figure, but are using social media. So it everything that we do in the way we communicate now is affected by social media. So obviously, it's going to have a big role in within communications within organizations. Not just how the organization communicates with the public, but how the individuals within the organization communicate with one another and with the organization. Why are you required to explore social media in this course? Again, it permeates all of our communications. Organizations are not immune to that, and understanding how interpersonal connections that are influenced by social media carry over to our organizations as well. And what are the consequences of social media use in four organizations, positive and negative? Um, Big positives: it expands the reach exponentially. The efficiency in which you can communicate your message through social media is it's unmeasurable in many ways. It's free. I write a weekly article that we submit. It's a press release that talks about veterinary topics, but we submit it through an online discussion group, a newspaper in Murfreesboro, that then gets shared and gets hundreds of views. And the whole goal is I write one article, take an hour writing it, and 1,000 people see it. It's free. It gets shared and it's popular, and it's a connection back to our practice. It points people back to our practice. Again, we serve as a blessing when they come in. We help their pets, but we educate. The whole purpose of the article is educational, but also it grows. The more clients, the more money we make. And negatives, the response to your post, it's out of your control. You send it and you're at the whim of the public, and sometimes they can do some interesting things, as evidenced by the McDonald's stories. And any blunder you make can get blown up. You make a mistake and you're traveling to Africa and you land and you find out you don't have a job anymore. So those are some things to consider. But with that, my 7 minutes are up. You all have a good night.